Hi there, Colin Gwynn here with DJI, and in this video we're going to take a look at connecting your receiver to the master controller using either a standard PWM servo connection or a digital link such as S-Bus. So first we'll take a look at a standard connection. You have your receiver with the master controller and you simply line up your channels. So your aileron goes to your aileron channel, which controls going left or right on your multi-rotor. The elevator goes to the elevator channel. That controls going forward and back on the multi-rotor. Your rudder channel is connected to the rudder port on the master controller, which controls your rotation or yaw movement. The throttle channel is plugged into the throttle port on your master controller. That controls the altitude and changes in elevation. The next mandatory channel is your fifth channel, which is generally the gear channel on your receiver, is plugged into the U port on the master controller. That's how you tell the Wookong if you want to be in manual mode, attitude mode, or GPS attitude mode. Now the next two channels are optional, and that is two additional channels being plugged into X2 and X3 on the master controller. Those are the channels that you'll use to do things like remote gain adjustments of your autopilot system. You can switch into intelligent orientation control. You can use point of interest mode. You can actually program it to flip a switch so that you can do automatic return to home. So all of those extra features are accessed using these two additional optional channels that plug into X2 and X3. So now what is X1 mode for? That's where we come into using a digital link instead of their standard PWM link, something like a PPM or an S-Bus. Now this particular system here is Futaba's S-Bus system. Now the convenience of this is that all of your necessary channels can be transmitted through a single servo connection. Your aileron, elevator, throttle, rudder, the gear channel or the U port, which tells the master controller which flight mode you want to be in, as well as the optional X2 and X3 channels are all transmitted through one cable plugged into the X1 port. You don't have to train your transmitter channels in the Wookong-M assistant software, and it's one cable, plug it in, and you're ready to go. So those are the two different ways of connecting your receiver to the master controller. And in the next video, we're going to talk a little bit more about each flight mode and how they differ. Thanks so much.